all the workaholics out there, are you identifying by what you do? Let's talk about that for a minute. Do you guys hear that? I keep hearing this buzzing, and it's these wood bees that are flying all around that are guarding the wooded areas near my home. And I just keep hearing these really loud buzzes, so if you see me at any point, just take off and run, or scream, or knock the camera over. You'll know what happened. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. One of the things I was talking to my team about today is, are we identifying by what we do or who we are? Because now that we are in this quarantine, lockdown, virtual reality, we are, from a management standpoint, watching a lot of activity, making sure daily duties are getting done, and keeping track of our teams now in the virtual world through data and not necessarily through seeing them and conversing with them in the office. So what I've noticed is, that a lot of people are becoming really inundated with making sure that they're doing everything that they're supposed to be doing because they know we're going to be watching them. It's really no difference than what we were already doing in the office to begin with. But one of the things I told my team today is that I want to make sure that we are transitioning our heads from the physical office into a virtual office, and what does that look like now? And so the biggest thing for us is to make sure that we are not identifying by what we do. Now we have tasks and we have expectations that are set in our jobs. There are things that are required of us in order to keep our jobs every single day, so we should be performing well. However, let's just make sure that we're not absorbing our identity with the fact of what we do and how we do it and how well we do it and what we accomplish, but instead let's tie ourselves to who we are, where we are. Every day I ask myself the question, who am I becoming? And I use that as a reference point to stay in the being and not in the doing. I'm a doer, I like to do things, I like to accomplish things, they do make me feel great. But if you tie your identity to something that is shifting and moving and changing, then you're going to constantly be tossed around like a wave of the sea. So my question to you today, are you identifying by what you do, or are you identifying by who you are, the value that you're bringing, what you're effectively bringing to the table every day? Because if you can anchor yourself to that instead of what you actually do, then you will be in a way better place mentally, you'll feel more secure in the work that you're doing, and you will just feel better in general. I had to move locations because a wasp was trying to get me, but I was basically done with the video. I just wanted to say, make sure you're identifying by who you are and not by what you're doing, because what you're doing will constantly change and shift, and we just don't want to we don't want to tie ourselves and our identity to things that are constantly moving, or else we're just going to be all over the place. How is it that you are navigating being versus doing? How does that work out for you? And is there anything that you've tried in the past that has helped you to anchor to something a little more steady and stable, as opposed to just your to-do list and how you've accomplished those things? Give this video a like, and if you would like to follow along, please subscribe so that you can see more videos in the future. And until next time, I will catch you tomorrow.